follow the path of religion, the righteousness, so that they can get the peace, they can get the happiness, and they can go beyond death. How to go beyond death? That is the topic that we'll be discussing today, and they're very interesting. Did you notice that all being, everywhere, three things are very, very common. First, no one wants to die. Even the ant, oh, what a life is that? But if you like to kill it, hit it, it will try to save itself. They like to save themselves, they like to live. And it is common in every being. We like to know. We are all curious. That is also very common in every being. And we like to be happy, each and every one. And these are the three common things present in every being. Vedanta will never ask you to believe. Vedanta will ask you to know and then accept. Now, what are the things that we should know? These three things are common in every being. That means we are from one particular thing or being or whatever, and that is why, though different names, different forms, different lifestyle, but we are all same. And that is why Vedanta says each and everything is nothing but the same God manifested in different forms. Now, death, what is that death? It is not going to be the end of it. It is a change only. The death means is a change. We are in this life as a male body and born in India or in America or China or whatever. But then next life maybe somewhere else. It goes like that. Ma Sharadamani Devi, those who have read the biography of Ma Sharadamani Devi, you know that Ma Sharadamani Devi once noticed in the southern part of India, there are some beautiful temples are there. A group of people from Europe, they were visiting and they were appreciating the architecture of that building, temple. Ma Sharada, who could see the past life also of the people, she looked at them and then soliloquized, almost talked to herself, saying, look at this. These people, in their previous birth, they constructed this temple, and now in this life, they have come from a foreign land to appreciate it. So we do not know the next life where we are going to take birth. And this time here we are in America, fight for America, everything good. Next life, maybe we'll be in the other camp, we do not know. Again, we'll come from there to fight against America. So obviously, nothing is permanent. Observing this, the constant changing, then someone told, enough. Everything is changing. Same thing going on, repeating, which has happened in my forefathers' life, same thing is repeating in my life too. And that is going to be happening to my children too. Then is there no end of it? The moment to stop and step back from the flow, spiritual life begins. Wherefrom have I come? Why have I come? And where I am going to go after this? So these three questions, that is the basis of spiritual life. Then comes the different religions and different philosophies. They will say God, Jehovah, Allah, and Bhagavan, Ishvara, so many. But the Vedanta says, yes, of course that is true, but you have to go beyond everything. You have to go to the source. Until and unless you are going to the source, there is no end of fear. Every time you will die, And every time you will cry, oh, I am going to die, I am going to die. But suppose a drop of water that took birth from the ocean, it was vaporized, it went up, and then again it became a drop of water, fell somewhere, added with the river, and the river came and mixed with the ocean. Then its journey ends. Similarly, our souls also is taking birth somewhere, and somewhere in this world, in this planet, and then going in different way. Then ultimately, when we can say, I and my Father in heaven are one, journey ends. As long as we say, the Father is different, I am different, you have to continue the journey. And when you go to the Father's house in the heaven, live with the Father happily, but you have to come back again. You have to come back to this world. You have to take the human birth. You have to work out again. And then only you will get the liberation. So you will find that the three religions that was born in India, one is Hinduism, then Jainism and Buddhism. They always talk about mukti, not heaven. They talk about liberation. Heaven is a stopover only. And this is a beautiful place. You will go, you will stop over there, you will living with the good people. But then again you have to come back, because in Sanskrit they call it bhoga bhumi. Heaven or hell, both are bhoga bhumi. That means you are only enjoying or suffering according to your karma phala, and then coming back to this human life. So this human life is very, very, very important. But we don't understand that. And we take these particular bodies, this particular form that we have taken very seriously. And we have a mind. So the body and mind, it goes on, and we see, oh, that person is rich. He is having a wonderful car, wonderful bungalow, wonderful house. So I also want to get that. How to? You have to earn money. How to earn money? Easiest way, take a gun and then snatch from the others. But that is, risk is there. So better go to school and get some education, and then utilize that education, earn some money by that way, or business. So this is the way we are doing life after life, generations after generation. But there is no end to it. I have noticed after coming over here, all these young people, they come, they will be sharing the room with others. They are studying, then get a job. They will go to another apartment, one room apartment, and then slowly they will get married, they will purchase a house, they are so happy. They will invite us for the housewarming. And then afterwards they will say, Swamiji, we are selling that house because it's too big for us to maintain. We are going back to the one flat room. Again there, the small they started, small they end. Why? Who is going to maintain? Because children have gone out. So we are doing it. But still his son will do the same thing. One room, then big house, then sell the house and go back to one room. Again, how long we will do it? So is there no end? Well, of course there is the end. Go beyond death. What is the death? The desire, no desire, that is going beyond death. Friends, please join me and chant with me this beautiful verse that the Hindus, they always chant. Join after me and repeat after me. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma yotirgamaya mritturma Amritam gamaya. Ma means we, us. So this is ma, again in Bengali mother. But here the ma means the plural, we. Asato ma sadgamaya. Lead me, O God, from temporary to eternal. Asat. Asat means temporary. Literally, it is not truth. But here it is temporary. Look at us. Everything is so temporary. Everything. And from there we like to go to the eternal. Why? Because no end of it. So that is the best place. So please, leaders, this is also death. Going beyond death. I like to go to the eternity. I like to be there. How? See, the 24th December again coming, we'll be celebrating the birthday of Lord Jesus. After 2,000 years, we are celebrating the birth of Jesus. As long as the human society will be there, people will be celebrating the life of Jesus. Is it not eternal? This is eternal. Not physically, but ideologically, he is living with all people. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. What is the tama? Literally darkness. But here it is ignorance. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. And we will go to knowledge, that is light. When you light over here, what is the symbol? Why we light? Everywhere. If you go, the Christians and the Hindus and the Buddhists, they burn the lamp. Why? So many lights are there. It's already, the room is illuminated. Why you have to burn that light? The symbol of knowledge. The moment that there is light, there is no darkness. So it just symbolizes the moment you get the knowledge, there is no ignorance. Then what is that ignorance? I am going to survive over here like this. No, we won't. We are going to die. Whatever the people they are trying to do, but we are not going to survive, we are not going to live. So, tamasho ma jyotirgamaya, a wonderful prayer. So please take us from the ignorance to the knowledge. And what is that knowledge? I am eternal. How I am eternal? The drop of water, after traveling the whole way, vaporized and then became a water, then drop and become a river, and coming and mingling with the ocean, that is the way. So when I know this, I like to be the ocean. Why should I be the drop of water? I like to be the ocean. So that it says the from darkness to light. Mritturma amritam gamaya. From the death to immortality. What is the death? Contraction is death. What is life? Expansion is life. Now, what is the contraction? I don't like to talk to people. I close all my doors and windows. I don't allow anybody to come. And I don't like anyone. You are a dead person. Nobody remembers you. In any party, and no one is remembering you. In any gathering, social gathering, no one cares whether you have come or not, because you are dead. But if you are leaving, everybody will encourage, oh, has he not come? Oh, he is such a wonderful person. So everybody will want that he should come, she should come. That is called life. Expansion is life. Contraction is death. When he becomes small, one, closing everything, more dead than alive. So we have to understand this. Friends, when we discuss a topic, as a philosophical topic, very important for our life, so first, what is the goal? Second, who is trying to reach to that goal? Second, that adhikari, the person who is trying to travel. Third, the path, how he is going to go over there. And fourth, after reaching over there, what benefit he is going to get. These are the four things. If it is not, I don't know where I am going, just going on driving. It is of no use. You should not sometimes, when the GPS is not properly working and we don't know where to go, I always say, follow the GPS, somewhere it will take. Maybe in a roundabout way, but we will reach. Somebody from the sky noticing us and guiding us, maybe that information is not proper, but we will reach. Follow that. So something should be necessary to guide us. Who is that? Guru. Guru means that guide who will surely take us to the ultimate goal. And it says, the Guru is one who is removing the ignorance, the darkness. How? Very simple way. He'll say, do this. Go on repeating this. Slowly, slowly, without our knowledge, mind will be purified. What is the purification of mind? Lessening here, ego. So much of ego. Then you are slowly, slowly removing. In one day it won't go, but slowly it will go back down. And one day you will feel your ego is connected with everyone. I is everyone. So that prayer, so who is going to know this? In Sanskrit they call it mumukshu. Mumukshu, the one who wants to go beyond death, go beyond limited, go beyond temporary. So that is called mumukshu. And what is that mumukshu? It says that Shankaracharya is mentioning that about the mumukshu. He says, Vivekino, in the Viveka Chudamani, it's a beautiful book. In the Vedanta book, it says, Vivekina viraktasya samadhi gunashalinaha mumuksharevahi brahma jigyasa mata. Now, only these three qualities must be present, must be there. Then only he will be able to be successful. Just suddenly, oh, that's okay, what is going on? They are discussing about how to go beyond it. It is interesting, let us go. And we learn, oh, here, you won't be able to do that. And sometimes you are listening to the wonderful talk of Vedanta. The expounder, the speaker must be very good because he is having the capacity to, on the language. So utilizing that language, he is nicely presenting it, you like it. But are you truly capable to follow? No. So mumukshu is vivekina. What is the vivekina? Discriminative faculty. Discriminative quality. Otherwise, you won't be able to do that. Is this good or is this bad? That is the main thing. That this we should understand. Now, when the young boys, they are going to the school, particularly 9th grade, 10th grade, then the body is changing, mind is changing, situation all changing, and they are so eager. Then someone will come and say, hey, come, we will go to that toilet, and then I have brought a cigarette from my father's. We will smoke it. There's a great excitement. The 5 or 6 of them, they will go and they will smoke the same cigarette. So such a fun. Nothing is there. They'll be coughing all the time after smoking. But the fast they will do that, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then slowly there will be a smoker. I saw a gentleman. He was sitting by my side when we were flying. After reaching, where we were going? I think that the Salt Lake City, we reached over there. The moment it landed, he just almost pushed me and ran in the fast. The moment they opened the door of the craft, he ran. Then afterwards I met him and told, why hurry? Now I wanted to smoke, I'm traveling from Chicago, almost 4 hours I couldn't smoke. So I was dying. And he knows where is the particular room where he can smoke, in that huge area. And he ran to that room and smoked, and then he was happy. So he started sometime with his friends in a funny way, and now he's a smoker, cannot stop. Why? No control. And why can't he control? Because no discrimination, bichara, no strong that I am going to live it, I won't do it, no, I will never repeat it. That is called manliness. It is not only the physical body and going and fighting with others. No, it is control over the mind. I used to do that, but from today, I'm not going to do that. He is the hero. He can control his mind. Why? Because I know this is not good and I will never do it. So, Vivekina, and this discrimination is present, this capacity is present only in human mind. Animals cannot do it. Birds, reptiles, forget about it. Only human. That's why the human hate is a very, very precious. The goddess Kali wearing that human skull, why? Because it's so precious. It can discriminate. In every religion you will find, they say, God made man out of his own image. In the Hinduism, they say, out of his own image. In the Bhagavata, the Brahma, the creator, the firstborn, he created the human, last creation, out of his own image. In the Christianity, God made man out of his own image. And in the Islam also they say, after creating the man, the Allah, the Supreme was so happy. He invited the other divine angels to come and pay respect to that man. One of them, he refused to do that. He said, no, I am not going to pay respect to this. Just now you have made. And I was made for, and I am a senior. And I am not going to pay respect to this just born. And God, they asked him to go away from the heaven, and he became the devil. So these are all stories. What is this actually? The human are the best species. Why his own image? God looks like us? No. Qualities. What are the qualities? One, he can discriminate, he can judge, he can understand what is good and bad. Very, very rare quality. But mostly we don't use it. We go according to, now it is too terrible. The social media, they will go on sending you. You don't like to read, but they will go on forwarding all the messages. You know what is happening here, there, everywhere, and you are carried out by that. So terrible. So this is called discrimination. This is not correct, I'm not going to do. That first, this is the quality of a person who is going to go beyond death, going to be immortal. Second, viraktasya. He is not at all happy with the present situation. The name, fame, physical comfort, whatever. What is happening? Go to the pages of the history. History is the best book. And go and read in the history. So many the kings were there. The Tsar was there, and the Romans, they were there. The Roman eagle, they used to rule all over the world. Where are they now? The Romans, the great, best, the boastful people, where are they now? The British, they rule all over the world. And they used to say, sun never set in the British Empire, the country. Everywhere the British countries were there ruled. Where are they now? Everything goes away. They come, then they flash, and then they go away. So I don't want this. So vivekina viraktasya. I don't want. I'm here, it's okay. Whatever is necessary, I will do, but I am not going to entangled for all this. No, it is not necessary. And then shamadhi gunashalinaha. Shama, Dhamma, Upurati, Titiksha, Shraddha and Samadhan. These are the 6 qualities for a person who is going to realize God. It is not so easy. And most of the people, they think those who are going to realize God, these monks, they're all fools. They're not successful in their life, couldn't get a job somewhere, so have they become monk. Not like that. A true monk means having these all qualities. And try to get one of it is so difficult. So life after life, if we are practicing the right thing, good thing, then only it comes. Otherwise it is impossible. Same parents, father and the mother, same schooling, same environment, but two brothers are two different way they grow. Why? Because one becomes a monk, a religious person with the past life. That proves the past life. Otherwise, same parents, brothers should be same. No. Why they are different? Because the past life, the impressions are different. So one become like this, another become the other way. After 16 years, after 18 years, they open their own bag that they are carrying in their mind from the past life. And then they go according to that. And parents wonder, oh my God, how come my son has changed so much? Must be the influence of the friends. Must be that person who... It's not like that. It is his own. He has opened his own bag, of course, unknowingly. And now it goes on. So the karma phala, the action that we do and the result we have to. So one should be very, very careful that these are the qualities, mumuksha revahi. That is called a mumuksha. The three things. First, viveki. He has the capacity to understand what is good and what is bad. Virakta. He is giving up. Now these are the bad things, I am not going to accept it. Whoever says, I am not. And then samadhi guna shalina. These are the divine qualities. He is having those qualities, at least to some extent. He is called mumuksha. So we know the goal. What is the goal? We like to be eternal. That is the goal. Who is going to achieve that? Mumukshu. What are the qualities of the mumukshu? These are the qualities. Now the third, how he is going to have that? What is the path? It says, the path is the practices, and what are the practices? Called tapasya. In again and again, you will hear the austerity. You have to practice austerity. If you are not practicing austerity, you are not going to get anything. You cannot achieve anything. In the class 10 exam, in our time, class 10, class 12, and those are you are entering into the university and the colleges. Every time, so much of attention it needs to study and collect the information, going to this teacher, that teacher, collecting all the... That way they will be all doing what they do, tapasya. The Mrs. Chatterjee, she is singing so wonderfully. Do you think it is one day? She has practiced so many years. Then only such a beautiful voice, and you really sing very good. So that way they're singing. And this singing that we are doing is a practice, and the practice called tapasya. In India, the houses are very close, not like this. America, there's a lot of space is there, and the less people. And exactly opposite India, less space, many more people. So almost the houses are so close. Then someone asked me, my mother, hey, why don't you sing? You have a nice voice. So I started practicing in the morning. Then I never liked it. But they will ask, sa, re, ga, ma. And the moment I will say sa, from the neighbor, the next house that one lady was there, will, hey, will you stop please? This is too early to listen to your... So they won't allow me to sing. So I couldn't learn, and I am happy. So, but anyway, this way, then I tried the flute, the same way they used to. And flute, when you are trying, that's terrible. So these are every time, but you have to practice and practice and practice. And that is the way all the players that they are playing, they practice so much. Similarly, tapasya, you like to realize God. Just one day you go and offer some fruits to the God and the flower to the God and incense sticks and you realize God. No. You have to practice the tapasya. What is the tapasya? In the Bhagavad Gita, you will find the tapasya. What is the tapasya? Shankaracharya, he will also guide you. The tapasya are 4 different types. In that tapasya, they say that in 3 different ways we work. When you work physically, it's so easy. But we work constantly, we work in our thoughts. And not only that, the words that we are using, how we talk with people, that is also the work. Kaika, a Sanskrit word, kaika means physical. Then manasika is mentally that we are thinking. And bachika. Most of the people, they go to the temple, go to the synagogue, go to the holy places physically. But in thought, they are thinking something else. So they are going over there, visiting regularly and helping also is of no use, no effect. So we have to be careful. Am I truly thinking also properly? So you have to think. And then, bachika, how you are talking. If you are using the filthy words and the way you are speaking, that is creating the hatred. Now that is also the bad word. Only words. But that words also, if it is not good, then you are getting bad result just because of your word. So somehow if you say something to a person and he loses his self-confidence, it's a bad word. And you say, no, I was just talking with him or her. But no, the bad karma. The 2 we do not know. Physically, we are, and particularly advanced countries, we know if we do something wrong, immediately police will be there, law is there. Don't like to go into all that. So physically we are restrained because of the law, at great extent. But that is the different. Physically you can do, but what about the thoughts? That is also, sometimes the people, if they are not very happy, they will show a particular finger. I do not know what does it mean. But then the person who noticed it, he is also angry. He will also go on giving some bad words. And to tell that person, he will lower down the glass and say whether he can hear or not. This goes on. What is it? All bad karma. The bad karma through words, through thought and physical. So here in the Bhagavad Gita, it says, Anudvegakaram bhakyam satyam priyam hitam cha yat swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva bangmayattapa uchyate. I am using the Sanskrit. It is the Bhagavad Gita, 17th chapter, 15th verse. If you read that, you will find Anudvegakaram bhakyam. You should not use any word that will create tension in the mind of anyone. So that is, you have to control. So you have to say everything in a very polite, gentle way. Then only it is possible. Bhakyam, the word. How you will say satyam, which is truthful. What type of satya? That is beneficial to that person. So see how one should be very careful. When you are speaking, one should be very, very careful. And swadhyaya, how you can control yourself. You have to study hard. What you are going to study? The scripture. And the scripture will say how you should control your mind your anger, your emotion. And then only you become gentle. I read a story long back in the Reader Digest. I do not know whether that book is published or not. I think that there was the Reader Digest used to publish. And there was a story that is the Second World War that I think the British officer, so he went and he was arrested. Then his family, the wife and two small kids, they were also arrested by the German and they took to the camp. And their life was very difficult. And he was a very aristocratic person, that British officer. So obviously his wife was going on telling those small little kids. And in the jail, other kids are also there, women are also there, the scarcity of food and everything. So naturally the human being slowly become animals. They all try to grab the little food, whatever is there. But the mother used to tell this too, see, this war is going to end someday. And then I will take you back to your father. He's a very nice gentleman. He's from an aristocratic family. And if I cannot present you boys as he is expecting, then it will be my failure as mother. So though we are in a very bad situation, but don't use those filthy words the others are using. Be very courteous, gentle every time. And they wanted to celebrate their birthdays. So once in a week they used to get the eggs. And then they called other children also. And the mother, pieced it with the help of a string and she small pieces, and she distributed among other children also, and one piece to one boy, another boy. So by that way, and truly, by the grace of God, it was stopped. And they came back to London. And there they found the father is standing over there. When the father saw those children, by that time 2-3 years passed, they grew up. But he recognized his son. They're courteous, gentle, very nicely they were greeting the father. And he said to his wife, I congratulate you. That is called, no, this is the determination. May the whole world become bad. But I am going to be gentle. I am going to be aristocratic. Not in the dress, but in my behavior. So that is called Swadhyaya Abhyasanam Chaiva Bangmaya Tapa Uchyate. This is the austerity of the words. Second, it says, the 16th verse, Manaprasada Saumyaktam Maunam Atma Binigraha Bhava Samsuddhi iti etat tapa manasamuchyate. Manaprasada, always contained it. Always contained it. Whatever has happened is good. I am happy. That's the one lady, she used to come to me, nowadays not coming. Her husband was a professor in physics. But she will be always complaining, look at him, he is not earning, and the other people are earning. He could learn this computer, the software engineers are earning so much. And he, like that, she used to go on telling. And before her husband. Then one day, when it was going on, repeating almost, then I told, if you don't mind, how many sisters you are? 3. All the sisters in America? No. So you have come here as a student or to do some work? No, I came on dependent visa. I told, that means this gentleman who is and you do not know the physics means a very, very difficult subject. And he has done PhD on that subject. You cannot imagine. And because of him, you are in America, right? And when you go back to your country, India, you purchase something and all they come and you give the gift, you feel proud and happy, right? Because of your husband. And you have a house, you have a car, you have a very nice kid and studying in a good school, all because of this husband. Still you are not happy? Look at your sisters. Why? When you will be happy then? So this is We do not know when to be happy. We must thank God. You have given me such a long life, God. So many people that die. And I have got this opportunity, and now I am living. So many things I am having. So I am very, very happy. All the time you have to tell yourself, that is called manaprasada, contentment. I am very happy. No problem for me. So this, if you are not doing, whole life you will be suffering. No one can, no psychiatric can cure you, because you are going on thinking, I am unhappy, I am unhappy. Think I am happy, no problem. That way, soumyatam, the moment you are thinking, you will become calm. Your face will beam with joy. I am very happy, no problem for me. And thirdly, monam, unnecessarily is not going to talk, because he is thinking and he is analyzing, he is understanding, she is understanding. That way, atma binigraha, the moment the anger will come, the desire will come, immediately you have to tell, no, I am happy, there's no problem. The other day when I went for a daily regular checkup, the lady, she was very good, but somehow in a wrong place, he put the needle to take the blood. It was paining, and she was scared. I said, are you hurt? A little, no problem, but you were very good. And the way you were putting the needle, I couldn't understand. Not even the prick. So please try again. So if why you are doing like this, if I had shouted, what else she could do? So obviously, have the control. She is trying, but just by mistake, something has happened. It's not that you have to react. Why should you have to? So this is the way, if you behave. Who is happy? I become happy. So this is called religion. It doesn't mean that you have to go to the shrine, you have to go to the church, and you have to hang either the cross or the omkara or these or that. That is not religion. Religion is practice. And what is the practice? You change and you become a divine person. And you feel for the others, that they are not hurting you that intentionally. It's a mistake. So how you can do that? Atma binigraha. Atma means controlling the mind. The Atma binigraha. And finally, bhava samsuddhi. This is very, very important. The Asiatic people in Asia, in Africa, and Europe, wherever there were kings, the most of the people are hypocritic. You know why? Because whatever you think, you cannot express. You know the king is not doing correctly, but if you go against king, you will be punished. Only I have noticed, and Swami Vivekananda noticed, here in America, as because there was no king actually. The king was sitting far away in London. From there they used to do, and they had a nice tea party in Boston, and they drove them out. So that way, America was not actually subjugated as we were. And 800 years we were subjugated. Before that also, there were the rulers, kings. And all of Africa, whole of the Europe, because of the kings, people could not open up their mind. So it became habituated for all of us. What we think, we never express. And what we express, that is not my word. Actually, I am not thinking in that way. So that is called hypocrisy. It has become a natural for us. It's not our fault because of the situation. But a religious person should not be hypocritic. So when he is going to show the path to the people, he must practice that also. He is doing something else and dressing up nicely and just doing the drama, and no, that is very bad. So what is tapasya? What is austerity? No hypocrisy. Bhava samsuddhi, that is called manasika. And then physically, dveva, dvija, Guru, Pragya, Pujanam, Shaucham, Arjavam, Brahmacharya, Ahimsa, Shariram Tapa Uchyate. Only tapa means, and in our country, most of the, of course, it's a very warm country, the most of the people, they are not wearing the clothes and then wearing only no shoe, the barefoot, oh, great tapasya. Physically they can do, anyone can practice. If you are poor, automatically you are practicing that. But no, what is the physical tapasya? Physical tapasya means those who are divine type of people, very kind-hearted, good people, I must respect him. Whoever he may be, whatever the language or the religious or cultural, the background he may be, I must respect him. Why? He has developed some divine qualities, good qualities. He has developed love. He has developed unselfishness. We must love. You know, in our shrine there is a Jesus. We always keep the photo of the Jesus and we worship Jesus. 24th December, we worship, we celebrate. And also Buddha is there. But we are Hindu. So sometimes some people will come, hey, you are a Hindu, why you have kept these photos? Actually, just because we are Hindus. Because we understand, whoever can develop the divine qualities must be having the blessings of God. They must be God. So we love them. So that is why Deva, they are divine. Dvija, cultured person. A person who is very courteous, very gentle, and you will find that when you go to a cultured place, everything is so nicely they have kept. Same thing, we keep here, there, everywhere. So afterwards, oh my God, I cannot enter into my own room because everywhere, everything. But cultured people will never do that. And they are using the very chosen words. They know how to talk. And that is called culture. You must respect them. Why? Then you can learn. We should not criticize them. That is very wrong. And third, Guru, who is helping you to develop as a human being, is a Guru, is a guide, must be respected. Pragya, who is an experienced person. Maybe he is not having any certificate from any university, it doesn't matter. Because of his experience, he is doing it and we must respect him. Pujanam, and he said, how much? You must worship them. What type of respect? You must worship them. So then you become humble. You know, the one professor is she is a lady, it's a very intelligent lady. But to become she is going to complete her the PhD, so you have to go to the schools and colleges and to teach them and all that. There one young boy, as because of the influence of the movies, insulted her. And she is very harsh and she is writing to me. So how they will learn? They don't know how to respect the teacher. They will never. They will grow up, they will have some information, but they are not educated people. Educated people, they will never do like that. So Deva, the divine, Divija, cultured, Guru, teacher, Pragya, experienced, they should be properly respected. Friends, I am talking about religion. I am talking about tapasya, austerity, which will help you to realize God, which will help you to realize Brahman, which will help you to take beyond death. But look at it. These are the practices. How long we are fasting, how long we are using only this food or that food, not that. These are the qualities. So then shaucham, cleanliness. We wash our clothes with soap. But what about the mind? How you wash your mind? By eating a piece of soap? Don't try that. How you can wash your mind? By taking the holy name of God, That's why in Christianity, in Buddhism, in Islam, in Hinduism, take the name of God, take the name of God. The Christians are also going on counting the beads, particularly Catholic Christians, they'll be counting the beads. The Muslims, Allahu, Allahu, counting the beads. And the Buddhist, Mani Padme Hum, counting the beads. And Hindus, so many gods and goddesses, but they will be practicing that holy name of gods and goddesses. Why? To clean my mind. So why to take the initiation? To clean my own mind. So this is the Shaucham, Arjavam, straightforward. They will never tell in a way that it may be this, it may be that. Not like this. The one gentleman who was there, it was difficult for him to take any decision. So he was a teacher. So one day some of the students asked, tell us, shall we do this or do that? Are you coming or not? Then he said, I may go, I may not go. That is my final decision. I may go and may not go. So okay, we do not know. So that is the confusing state of mind. So you have to arjavam, straightforward. I am going to go, so I must go. Once I give the word, I must keep it. And then brahmacharya, concentration. If your mind is scattered everywhere, you won't be able to learn. That's why in the students, you should not go anywhere. But nowadays, they give the children, I don't know, that not the same, the phone that we use, but one phone type of thing, constantly movies is going on. One little kid, and he was lying down on the floor and looking after. Then I was curious, though I am not supposed to. Then I looked at it, what he is seeing. Some of the figures jumping, doing this and that, and the monkeys and all that. He is looking at that. And the mother going on feeding. When he is busy with that and not knowing actually what he is eating, and the mother by that time going on feeding one after another spoon. By this way, these people are growing up. I do not know how they will control their mind, because their mind is always over there. So this is brahmacharya, ahimsa, non-violence. What is non-violence? Non-violence means not hating anyone, and that is called sharira tapasya. Friends, the first is the goal, going beyond that. Second, who can go? Mumukshu. And mumukshu has some qualities. Third, how? Through tapasya. And fourth, what is going to happen after reaching over there? If I am successful, what is going to happen? You are completely transformed. You'll be a religious person, you'll be a god yourself. And you'll grow the two horns? Or the aura will come at your back all the time? Or you'll be walking on the water or floating on the air? No, nothing like that. It may happen. And many of the people, they come, they like to worship the goddess Kali. Why? Some special type of the power will come. It may. But who is goddess Kali? She is the goddess of knowledge. And she is cutting your ignorance. And then you are getting the liberation. And you will get transformed. If you are practicing these three austerities, physical, and then mental, and words, and you will be transformed. Amani, amatsaro, daksha, nirmamo, dida sauhrida, asatvara, artha jigyasu, anasuya, ashankabhak. These are the qualities you will get. First is amani, free from ego. Who is a religious person? He is completely free from ego. He is a great personality. But at the same time, he is having complete faith on himself. He is not living a jellyfish existence. But he is not an egoistic person. So how we will know that a person is a holy person, no ego. That is the first thing. Second, amatsaro, free from jealousy. You're not having any jealousy. He is not competing with anyone. He doesn't need anything. Then why he should be jealous? When I become jealous when I see somebody else is achieving what I wanted to, then I become jealous. I don't want anything. So no jealousy. Daksha, very capable person. And nirmamo, he is not having any attachment. Dida sauhrida, but he loves everyone. Not that only my family, only my kith and kin, only my linguistic group or religious group, nothing like that. He loves everyone. And that is asatvara, eager not to get name and fame. He'll never care for name and fame. Never ever care for name and fame. Artha jigyashu, always curious to know the spirituality. And if you read the biography of Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna, you will find all these qualities present in him. He goes to all places wherever the people are discussing about God. He will go and sit with them. He will listen to them. He will ask some question. And then finally he will guide them. So this should be like this should be like that. And this way he used to do. Anasuya, have no negative feeling ever. If somebody is not practicing religion, no problem. Someday you will understand, he will come. One lady, she rang me and she was telling, Swamiji, you know, our neighbors never go to temple. You know, even my relatives are... Do you go? Do you go to temple? Yes. What do you do over there? No, there also some people. You don't go to God. You only go to see people, and then you are always judging those people. No, this is a wrong way. Don't judge people. And one person came to me and he was telling, oh, you are worshipping Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna. He won't take you anywhere. So say, if you are not worshipping Krishna, is a very orthodox, the Vaishnava. If you are not worshipping Krishna and Krishna alone, you will never go to heaven. I told him, I am not eager to go to heaven. Why unnecessarily? You are getting angry with me. Believe me, no problem. Suppose I go to hell, suffer over there, what is that to you? No problem for me. I will go to hell and have some joy over there. They'll be beating me, then I'll come back again. Then we'll try again. So don't worry about me. Please, live your own life. This is the greatest problem, you know. We always put our finger like this and never turn it this way. I learned it from one of our senior Swami. Naturally, the young age, we were growing up, we are all novices, brahmacharyans, that they gave me some job and then some other one. He was not doing, so it was related to my responsibility. So I had to do that also. I became angry. I went to complain to our president. He was the Swami. I told, he is not doing. Then he, hey, fix up. This is your finger, right? Did you notice? The one finger you are putting like this, but all the three fingers pointing to you. When you are putting one finger to him, he is bad. Your own three fingers are pointing to you. You are bad. So why you find fault with others? As maximum possible you do. And then forget about it. I have tried my best, that's all. You are not responsible to make everyone happy. Whatever comes, I don't know whether you understand Hindi or not. There's a Hindi couplet that I learned from an Indian army officer. I was in Andaman that time, he was visiting, and he was very good in those the Hindi couplets. It was a beautiful way he expressed. He said, Mana ki e zahar ko gulshan na kar sake. There's a little another Urdu, not proper Hindi. And he said, I accept. I could not transform this world as beautiful as flower garden. Zahar means this world, a gulshan is a flower garden. I could not transform this world as beautiful as flower garden. कांटे तो कुछ कम ही किए, but I have removed all the thorns that was there. गुजरे जिधर से हम. The path that I followed, I removed all those thorns. So whoever is coming at my back, they won't be hurt. That is my life mission. So if we can follow that, who is happy? I. And what happens to me? I go beyond death. I become eternal. Thank you, friends. Thank you. If you have any question, the time is there? Okay.
Thank you, Swamiji. That was a wonderful wake-up call, at least for me, not for some of you too. I think Swamiji is very good at taking our excuses away. By simplifying things, you know, he talks about 4 things. It's 4 things we got to do. But of course, there's a lot more to it than that. It's all sort of wrapped into a very nice flower garden that he invites us to walk through and remove the thorns for others as we walk. Having said that, I would like to invite anyone who has a question. But before you ask, I request you to kindly be respectful of our teacher here today and ask in a sense of respect, wanting to learn more about the topic. So, but having said that, I open the floor.
Yeah.
Not a question, but I guess a comment from this.
Could you introduce yourself?
Oh yes, my name is Sumit Sangalsai. Not a question, but a comment. It's such a blessing, such an honor to listen to you. Whether it's here or you go to Chicago or online, you explain things in such a beautiful way with difficult Sanskrit slokas in real life terms, and make it so simple. Another thing, just it reminds me the whole topic of a book I heard about, like a doctor wrote about death. Like everyone, no one wants to die, like you said, but no one wants to lie. Even the people who comes to our houses and says that do you really go to heaven if you do this or do that? They're not in a rush to die either. But the point is, we all have to die. And his point was like, death is all around us. The fall leaves falling and spring coming back. This is there. We see that. And when you know this thing is going to happen, so might as well embrace it at the right time instead of trying to extend our lives. Thank you again.
Thank you, Sumit. Thank you.
Thank you, Sumit. Actually, tomorrow is autumn equinox. So your comment is very timely. The leaves are going to start falling. Maybe not tomorrow, but autumn is going to start. 8:43 a.m. Eastern. Okay, any other questions?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
My name's Sunny. Thank you for your talk. And you asked about 3 spiritual questions. So where did I come from? Why am I here? And what comes next? Must I answer the first and the third to be able to answer the second? And why?
Why I'm here? To prepare myself to realize God. Why I am here in the human birth, as I was telling, human birth is the most precious, very, very special. And after many, many, many years of birth, we get a human birth. And human means, I have seen aborigines in Andaman. They're human. But unfortunately, they cannot think of all this. I have seen the tribals. They're also human, but different. But now, by the grace of God, we have got this civilized society. I got a good parents and got like this and that. Now if I am not trying to realize the truth, the God, then when? That's why I am here to realize God. Thank you. Very good question.
The qualities you have listed to realize God is big.
Mm.
And we do know that we do not do that many things. It's just impossible. And Ramakrishna said, if I say I'm free and I'm free all the time, I will be free. So how does that happen?
Actually, that this is for those people who have already practiced, they're a little advanced. For them, if they say, I am free, then only it is possible. When Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna is when he is talking to a particular person, and for that type of people, so it's not, may not be applicable for every one of us. When we are just beginners, for those, you have to practice. Like the children, when they are going to school, they must have to study, they must have to complete their home task and all this. But when he is attending the university, no one will ask, hey, whether you have completed your home task. No one will ask. So obviously it's up to you. So that is why when I am thinking I am free, that means I have already lifted myself up to that level. The practice that, as the Mrs. Chatterjee was singing, so I took this paper. See, here she was singing in the Bengali song, maybe some of you couldn't understand, and the words are so wonderful. Je trisha jagile tomare harabo. If the desire is in my mind, is there, oh Lord, I will forget you and I won't realize you. Don't give that desire in my mind. And the one after another, then Je bhalobashaye tomare bhulibo. The bhalobasha means love. The love that will make me attached to these worldly things, and don't give that love to me. Well, I am going to forget you. No, I like to love you. And when I am loving this world, I am loving because you are present there. So that is the way. Je gyanir deep tomare lukai. Sometimes the knowledge that says, oh, God is not there. Who says God is there? Some people, they will be saying that God is not there. It is the opium of the masses, like that some statement they give. The religion is the opium of the masses. That was the slogan in 70s, particularly in a country. But now, without religion, what we are? Animals, just living for ourselves. I love animals. But when I am using the word animals, means their behavior. How is it? I saw once, I was in Assam, I was traveling, and in our country, the cattle are sometimes grazing on the roads itself. It's a highway, but some of the cows, they were grazing, eating the grasses on the sideway. Then suddenly one cow wanted to cross the road, as the deers they do. The huge truck came and then they killed that cow. His body was thrown by the side of the road. And I saw the other cows. They came, one or two they snipped and started eating the grass. Nothing for them. That death of their friend, nothing for them. Food is main. Shall we become like that? Without caring for others? Whether people are dying everywhere, suffering everywhere, but I am happy. Let them die. So no, we should not. So that's why here in the song it says, that knowledge which will take me away from you, don't give that knowledge. And like that way it goes on. But when that suffering reminds me about you, give that suffering to me. If I get the suffering, that will remind me about you, give that suffering to me. Sometimes the 3 month or 6 months checkup, the dentist when you go, I remember mother, Ma Saradamani Devi. Oh my God. Because the dentist, something they will bring, she's the lady, and then she will put in. Then I remember that Divine Mother, and try to imagine the mother is sitting over there in the temple. I am going to the mother to forget this pain. And sometimes she will ask, is it okay? I'll continue, because I am enjoying my meditation. So I truly, I'm telling that it is my own personal practice. Whenever there is pain, I remember God and remember very intently so that I forget that pain. And that is the reason, very nicely composed over here, Je Jatona, that suffering which will help me to remember you, give me that suffering. So this is the way, the very beautiful song she chose today and sang. So this is the way we should practice in our daily life. Thank you, friends.
Any other question? Final call. Otherwise, I will
Another, yeah.
Go ahead.
Just a question.
Please state your name.
Oh, my name is Naman Mehta, and I live in North here. And just a question, like on the last part, like there are 4 segments, and then last segment was that, like once person reaches that beyond death, like what happens there? Like, is it something you can elaborate? Sorry, I couldn't understood that last part.
What is the latter one?
Last part.
The fourth
So I
part.
believe the question is, yes, could you elaborate on the benefit, the fourth part of what is the benefit when you get to
The
the
benefit,
goal?
okay, that benefit. See, that I was giving the list of the wonderful qualities that you develop. When you are practicing these 3 austerities, Kaika, Vachika, Manasika, the physical, mental, and the words, then you completely transform yourself and you develop some of the divine qualities. And when you are possessing those divine qualities, not only you are enjoying and you are happy in your life, at the same time, wherever you go, whomever you talk, with whom you live, all become happy. So that's called divinity, that is called happiness. So that is the benefit. That is the benefit. Of course, you are not having any attachment, and after the body goes, you are completely free. That going beyond the death. That means the limitation, you are going beyond limitation. Thank you, good question. So let us say Shanti 3 times and we conclude, okay? And tomorrow I am supposed to give our Sunday discourse in the Chicago, but I won't be able to reach before that. So I will be here in the Venkatesh house, right? Venkatesh house, and I will give the same talk from 12 to 1, because your 12 means our 11. So we will have the live streaming. If you're interested, you can come over there, and we'll be discussing from Chandogya Upanishad. It's called the Doctrine of Honey, the Madhu Vidya. They give that name, actually very simple, nice way. So if you're interested, you can come to Venkatesh. Is Venkatesh here? Yes, do you invite them?
Yes.
Okay.
Always.
Thank you. So now I invited, and then afterwards he said, why? So then afterwards, sorry. So that is wonderful. Now let us say Shanti 3 times. Do you know why 3 times? All the problem comes from 3 different places. One is the nature. There will be hailstorm, this, that. So we say, God, be gracious to me. That should not happen with me. Second, from the neighbors and the beings around me. Third, with my own body and mind. Everything was all right, but suddenly something happens. So God, please protect my body and mind. Let all the neighbors and friends around be friendly and very courteous to me. And also the nature should be good. So these are the 3, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Repeat after me. Om. Shanti. 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 Harihi Om.